Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Fargo Moorhead Homes for Sale, your go-to real estate journey here in North Dakota, Minnesota. I'm James Puka, your host and realtor with Archer Real Estate Services, located here in the historic 8th Street in Fargo, North Dakota. Now, let's get to today's topic, something that could be near and dear to many of you: how to research a historical property. Whether you're interested in a historical building because you're thinking about tax credits, maybe you want to restore a property to its former glory, or you're just curious history buff like myself, I'm going to walk you through some of the process of researching a property's past. Trust me, this can be fun and rewarding experience. There are so many reasons you might want to research a property. You might be interested in the historic tax credits, such as those available through the Renaissance Zone, or perhaps you want to rehabilitate a rundown property and restore it to its original charm. Maybe you're even looking to nominate a property to the National Register of Historic Places or promote a heritage of an area to help develop further tourism. No matter what your motivation is, there are a number of resources that you can use to help to find out about the history of a property. The first place to start is the county courthouse. This is where you can find important information, records like deeds, mortgages, tax sales, and even court litigation. You'll also find an abstract here that provides a legal description of the property and a full history of ownership. It's a great way to trace the property's past. Next would be City Hall. It has a ton of useful information. Building Inspection Office often holds original building permits. These permits will provide details about the builder, architect, and the contractor, sometimes even sketches of the floor plans or the original cost of the property. You can also check out the City Assessor's Office for legal descriptions and the date of construction for any buildings on the property. It's another great resource, tax records. These contain legal descriptions and can help track any changes made to the property. After establishing the legal description, you can trace further records to gain more insights into the property's history. And if you're a fan of old maps, you're going to love this. Sanborn Insurance maps are fantastic for learning about buildings, especially in cities. For rural properties, county plat maps or U.S. Geological Survey topographical maps can provide a treasure trove of information. Here's a fun one. Photographs. Local archival collections are full of images of historical properties, and you'd be surprised by how much they can uncover by talking to a former property owner or a longtime neighbor. Universities and libraries and historical societies are great places to find these archives. You might want to check out books or periodicals. Community, family, or business histories are an excellent source of finding information about buildings. City directories are particularly useful because they list past and present owners, occupants, and even primary businesses that were once run in that building over the years. Don't forget about previous studies. State and local archives often have architectural surveys or National Register nomination forms that provide even more detail in historical properties, especially if the building is located in a historic district. And here's a tip. Ask your neighbors. They might have some hidden gems of knowledge about the property's past. It's incredible what people can remember, and you might just uncover a fascinating story. You can also check census records from previous owners, or even research architects or architectural firms that may have worked on the property. Finally, for more than just the building, sometimes overlooked features like landscaping, public art, or even the surrounding environment may hold some historical significance. And there you have it. Researching historical properties can be a truly exciting journey. So whether you're restoring an old gem, learning about your current home, or diving into a local history, the process is not only informative, but rewarding. Let me tell you, uncovering a property's past is like peeling back the layers of history to tell you the story of a community. Whether you're deep into history preservation or just curious, there's so much to discover. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends who might find it helpful. I'll see you next week, right here at 5 p.m. for another episode of Fargo Moorhead Homes for Sale. Until then, stay curious, stay inspired, and as always, thanks for joining me on this adventure. I'm James Puka, your guide to the world of real estate at Archer Real Estate Services. Stay curious, stay inspired, and always, thanks for joining me on this journey.